Logan movie. The story of the film begins 29 years old, future, and someone whose name is Logan, and he was so tired, and we know that he is old, and it looks not like before. He's falling asleep, and we see him in his car, or they were criminals. They come and try to steal a wheel. Car, they were what they knew. Logan, inside it, but Logan brings them down and tells them to go from us. Just suddenly, they shoot him. And shock? He does, and it's like nothing happened to him, or we know he has it. Healing power, unnatural. It shows its claws.
Kill them all.
But he wasn't fighting like before, because of his weakness, or he was afraid of his car for what they would do to her, or after, see someone. But Logan, he stops while he was shot. And quickly he gets angry, and he comes back and tries to kill them. And in the meantime, the bullet comes in the car, he is nervous, and finally saves them. And then we see Logan. He went to the bathroom, he sees his wounds, and he's upset because his ability to heal is weak. His wounds were healing. Very long time, unlike previous days. And that's because his body can't tolerate adamantium. And the second day of Logan, he goes to the cemetery to deliver a family. Suddenly it comes with intention. Her name is Capra, and she says it. I know you, know your past. I just don't care about God. He went to the hospital and took medications, and now we see it in his car. And suddenly he comes, Special Forces officer, the one whose name is Pierce, and he says, Logan, it's that I know you, you are me, and you have superpower. And he asked from him, he brings him a super child. I escaped from the lab. Logan refuses. He's coming home. And we know that his house exists, power station. Who lives, and someone, this person is his name, Caliban. He has the ability to locate any superhero. Or also, Professor, he was with them, and the one whose name is Charles. The one who is old. He has a neurological disease. It makes him lose control of his supernatural mental abilities. And if he gets excited, it can cause strong mental attacks. People leave people. They freeze. And now we see if it were when he wanted to hit someone with his injection, his body seemed to shake. So these waves appear. And he was about to. He kills the one who is right because of the strength of the waves that came out. To some extent, Logan. He can give him the syringe. And at night, Lucan, he came out and sat Caliban. He tells him, why do you have an adamantium bullet? And I'm here. I started a shock. Your life is fluken. He gets angry and comes out. And then he gets in the car. He was delivering. People, we know that this time he got a message. And when he goes to what he asked for, we know that this build is Capral, and she ordered it on a mode that delivers it. She catches up with Lucan and beggars him. He helps her. And now we go Brown, a little girl named Laura. She knew Lucan's past. She offers him big amount. In return, he's delivering it, safe place. And indeed, if he agrees, and the second day he comes and sees that Caprella is dead, or he doesn't know who killed her. It's also what Laura found. He comes home to Maud and takes Caliban and the professor. Hannah Caliban. He sees items in the car. He asks Lucan about these things. But Lucan, he says that I don't know what my ear is, so he comes in the meantime, and he asked about Laura, and if he was saying that I don't know where she is, and surprised, it's Laura there, and she, throw iron, she was hiding. In a Lucan car, the professor comes and says to Alkan, it's Laura, she's a mutant, and she has the same power as yours. On Maud what ends, transgender gender, Caliban takes Pierce. The place is far in the desert. On their way to the desert, Pierce threatens Caliban and takes him down. But suddenly, he is shocked by the soldiers who come towards them. Floken. See that, Pierce's men. They are coming to his house. And he gets nervous about Laura because it feels like she will cause them problems. Floken Jean is about to. He escapes, but Pierce's men, he stops them and he orders them to hand over Laura. And when Logan refused, they attacked him. They decided to knock him to the ground. And then we see soldiers as they enter House Logan, and they look spinning on Laura. They see it. And now we are surprised when we see her appearing, or with the head of one of the soldiers. She starts killing all the soldiers. And then she is fanatical, and her claws look out. We know she has claws. Like Logan's claws, Hannah, Laura, attack them, and then run from Pierce's men. Because their number is large, and when Pierce's men entered, and she was able to hit them and get out of Logan's house. Just one of their number needs it. And Pierce Hanana hits her with a spear, and he pulls it off. And in the meantime, Logan begins the battle. He also hits them on mode protecting her. And then if he was getting in the car, and he took Laura. And Professor, the soldiers started hitting the car. But Logan, I don't care, he was running away. And at the same time we see Pierce, he was holding Caliban. He starts torturing him by sunshine. And that's because Caliban can't stand the sun, his skin burns. and see Logan, and he saw a phone and Laura, or it had a video on it. Gabriel and Hanana are, you tell him that government. She was doing tests. Young Transformers. And those who have superhuman strength?
He's injecting...
Their bodies are in religion from Lucan's body, or Laura is injected, and she became the daughter of Lucan. Or after that, we see them as an illusion. Go to the hotel, they stayed. With him, Fanana is going to Mod, selling his car, because she got shot. Then he goes to the bar. He sees a magazine, Laura, interested in her magazine, talking about a team. Who is his name? X-Team. And Hannah is reading, it's Team Yasher for what he was, and whoever this place is named Aiden. And that's his psyche, the place he buried. She said it in the video. When it arrives at the hotel, he knew the professor had lost his mind. Because of the waves that are coming, Flugan was trying to get into the professor. When it arrives, see Pierce soldiers. He's destined to beat them. He gave the professor his injection. And then Lucan and Professor and Laura are running away because they knew where they were. The professor is upset with Lucan because it is what handles well. Oh, if and why if Jean is driving Hanana, a car is coming. She wanted to support him. But if he could take the car, second direction, through the supernatural power he has. Same car. I'm back on a mod that supports him. Truck. And she was able to descend. And good. Look out of it. But the professor sees them using his abilities. And the good thing is due to the truck they got out of. If he helped them. They're showing their truck. But now we get to know the person. The one whose name is Will. And tell him it's you. About our farm if he agrees, and they go to eat everyone together. And they remained pilgrimage. But then the professor goes and washes his hands. But the water is cut off. Fuld was the one who needed to fix it. Hanana is no... They were able to fix it. And in the meantime, they come to a group of people and they threaten Will because there are problems between them. But if he hits them, and they and Will go back to Will's house. But they see that door open. On the second side, we see the professor is sitting. So someone comes to us. He stabs him with his claws, and we see that he has the same strength as Lucan. We know he's a clone of Lucan. Who is his name? 24X. Because of my father's money, Lucan. He was injected. Or it became a replica and it begins to kill everyone who is at home. He stole Laura. Meanwhile, Willow, if they see that everyone was killed, he goes upstairs. He signs from the stairs and we know he's 24X. He was throwing. Suddenly he was surprised. But he goes and sees the professor takes him by car. But the professor dies, and if he goes, or kill 24X. But we know it's 24X. Be stronger, because it's him. Smaller than if, or suddenly, someone comes or hit 24X drive. Or we know this person is Will. And Hannah knows too. He's after him. Foyle would have wanted to kill if he was. But suddenly, he signs and dies, and Hannah Lou, he was taking Laura. He walks or then he is buried, the professor near the river. And I suffer for death. Professor? Or then he goes and gets in the car. But she wasn't working. He is angry and sign on the ground because of his injury. Flora takes a car, somebody else. And she takes Lucan, hospital, and when he woke up, doctor tells him, you're hurt. Strong injuries, he just doesn't care, and heal him and come out. And Hannah, he and Laura get in the car. And Laura starts saying names. Garib Floken started asking her about these names. And Hannah is obligating the map and pointing out Aiden's place. And then they will reach the place. If it was, he was tired of his injury, but those in the place appreciated that they would take it. And now we see it's these people. They're a bunch of trans little boys. They're all fugitives from Project Pyrrhus. Alamud does not try. They have any experience. We know they are. Count them different abilities. If he collapses from fatigue, his health is almost destroyed. And boys. The little ones take it and let it rest, which is why he was sleeping. They would inject him if it were old form understanding. They wanted to stay away from the government. What do you want? Do experiments on them. Then they deliver Pierce's soldiers. Or they seem to run after little boys. But if he was coming to Mod to help them. Oh, injection. The one who came to her is a substance. And this is the material that you can appreciate. He regains strength, but temporarily. And in the moment he is attacking the soldiers. Even little boys. They also use... Their forces are on Mod, fighting the soldiers who are Pierce and Bai. Meanwhile, the soldiers were more understanding. They took all the boys. And then he comes someone whose name is Dr. Sander. He is the one who made the Lucan version. He tells him, I want you to help me. And give me the boys. Floken Hanana had a gun. He hits the officer. Direct, free the boys. But suddenly the Lucan version comes, who is 24X. So the fight starts between 24X, and this time he hits, if it was on a tree stump, Flora comes and hit 24X with an addictive TM bullet. And like we know it's Hey, article. She is the one who can kill Lucan. He can't control himself. Anyone who has strength like him will be affected by this material. We know it's this bullet. Who was in Lucan? He wanted to end his life. Flora used it on 24X. And Hannah Laura comes to Lucan, and she downloads it on the ground from the tree trunk. He asked Laura. He's protecting herself and protect children and tell her I love you. Unfortunately, he is dying. We know it's Laura. She was sad about Lucan's death. She buries him under the tree, and she flips a crucifixion on his grave and leave it in the form of an X, and this returns as a hero symbol. If it were, and congratulations, be the end of the movie.